Hi everyone, welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Steven.
Hello, I'm Bernice.
Today we're going to be covering the date of May 14th, fresh and new.
我们接下来讲一些先睹为快的消息。
Alright, so today the title is Ghost Kitchen.
听到这个标题，很多同学吓到说：“哈，老师，我们今天要讲到跟里面有鬼的餐厅吗？”不是啦，它叫做这个幽灵的这个餐厅。等一下我们可以来看看它里面的内容是什么。
No, they aren't actually scary. Yes, it's safe to eat their food.
对，他这边说不是，你千万不要害怕，不是呢，这些这个所谓的幽灵餐厅真的让人家觉得很害怕，而是怎么样呢？其实呢，要去吃他们的食物是很安全的哟。
Right, so they're not as scary as they sound. Actually, I didn't know about ghost kitchens until after reading this, so I'm really eager to share this with everybody.
这边为什么用到这个 scary， 就是因为你还没念到这个内容嘛，等一下你知道其实没有那么可怕的了。
Let's get started.
OK。
In Asia, in the 21st century, food delivery services grow more popular day by day.
好，这边是在讲呢，在亚洲21世纪的亚洲，所以你看到有2个介系词都是用 in， 因为第一个 in 呢是跟着这个国家，第二个这个 in 呢是跟着那个 century， 所以都是加了 in。它主要的主词呢就是 food delivery， 就是这个餐点外送这样的一个服务呢，已经怎么样 grow 开始有成长的迹象了，而且是 more popular day by day， 就是每天日复一日的越来的越普及化。
Right, and then just because there are two ins next to each other doesn't mean that it's incorrect, okay? So just make sure you realize sometimes in some situations, two similar prepositions might be in the same sentence, okay? So in Asia, in the 21st century, so we usually will tell the location first, and then we'll tell the time period, all right? So people know exactly where we're talking about and when we're talking about. And at the end of the sentence, day by day is like another way of saying every day, okay? So these food delivery services are growing more popular every day. So you could say that as well.
好，这边的 day by day 呢，这个片语就是指 every day 每一天的意思，然后它呢越来的越普及化了。
Companies like 饿了么 Food Panda and Demae-kan are becoming a part of daily life for many folks.
等一下我们可以来问问看 Steven 老师，这3个字的发音怎么好奇怪都不一样呢？好，他就说了有一些这些公司，什么样的公司呢？他举了3个 examples 不同的这个举例。第一个呢就是你饿了吗？好，第二个呢就是大家众所皆知的这个 Food Panda。那么第3个呢就是翻成这个出钱馆。好，这3间公司呢，他们现在呢都已经成为 becoming， 目前都已经成为了我们日常生活里面的一部分，而且是对于很多的 folks， 这个 folks 就是 people 啦，对于很多的人来说，它已经变成日常生活的一部分了。
So 饿了么 this one L-E-E-L-E ELE.me. Oh, it's so difficult to say in English. It's a food delivery service in China, so it's 饿了么. And then Food Panda is one that's used all over the world, and Demae-kan is one that's used in Japan. That's why the pronunciations are not English, okay? So this sentence could also say these food services have become a part of daily life, but that would mean that, it's already happened.
Yeah.
Since this is happening right now and it's still growing, that's why it's using the tense with be verb, which is are here, and becoming, which is the verb with the ing form, meaning that it's happening right now and it's still continuing now. And the last word in the sentence, folks, is just another way to say for many people. It's another word for that.
这边的3家公司为什么发音不一样？因为第一间呢，它就是在 China 的这个公司，所以它的发音就是用中文这样子讲。那第二个是大家众所皆知的，全世界几乎都有这个 Food Panda。第3个的话，因为它是日本来的，所以它发音是日文的。那为什么我们这边用 are becoming？ 就是因为我们强调它是在现在在发生的一个趋势，所以呢，它加了 ing。
More people are ordering out and eating in. a trend which is creating new opportunities.
他说现在呢，很多的人呢已经开始怎么样 order out， 就是指你 order 就是点餐的意思 ，out 的意思就是说你把这个东西点出来呢，你外带了哈，这个在外食了。Eat in 就是你把它带到家里面来吃，所以有这2种不同的这个模式。那么它是一种 trend， 什么样的趋势呢？它后面用了一个关系的子句，好来修饰这个 trend。他说现在已经创造出来许多这个新的一些这个机会，许多的新机会，那就是这个 trend 所影响的。
Right, so creating is just another way to say making new opportunities. In the emerging business model, restaurants no longer need a place to serve customers.
因为现在大家呢都是点这个外送的话呢，那在这样子的一种 emerging， 所谓的 emerging 就是说呢开始出现这样的一个状况了，那我们就把它翻成一种新兴起来的一种这个商业的这个模式 model， 就是它的一个模式。那在这样的模式里面呢，这些餐厅们呢就 no longer 不再怎么样呢需要一个地方了，什么样的地方呢？就是来提供给这些顾客吃饭的地方了。
Right, so emerging this adjective, you could also use the word growing. In the growing business model, restaurants no longer, all right, so this longer doesn't mean 更长的, okay? All right, it just means no longer in Chinese you said was 不再是 need a place to serve customers. They don't need a physical area or physical place, location to serve these customers. Okay? Enter the ghost kitchen, also called a virtual kitchen.
好，他这个呢讲说呢，你进入到这样的一个幽灵的这个餐厅，那么另外一个称呼的方式呢，就是把这个幽灵餐厅呢把它称之为呢这个 virtual kitchen， 就是所谓的这种虚拟的这个厨房。
Right, so here, enter the ghost kitchen. It's not really meaning like physically enter. It's because it's introducing this concept to everybody. So, enter the ghost kitchen, okay? Letting everybody know that this is something new that is being introduced. This is a restaurant that only sells food through delivery services.
好，那这些我们所称之为虚拟厨房或是幽灵厨房这些厨房呢，其实呢，它就是一种怎么样，透过这个外送的服务，好，然后来贩售一些这个食物的餐厅。
Exactly. Let's take a short break.
OK。
There are a few types of ghost kitchens.
他说呢，其实这种幽灵的这个厨房呢，它其实呢有许多这些有几种这个形态 ，a few 就是 some， 还有这些形态。
Right, so a few kinds, a few types, it's all the same, okay? Some are simply a small kitchen that only serves customers through delivery.
他说有一些呢，这个所谓的幽灵厨房呢，它仅不过是 simply 就是 only 的意思，就是一个小型的那个厨房。然后这些小型的厨房里面呢，它其实呢就是透过这些外送好来服务顾客的这些小厨房。
Right, so we learned in the previous part that through means 透过, right? You could also use the word via, okay, or some people pronounce it via, V-I-A. And also, some people, when we type it out, instead of typing T-H-R-O-U-G-H, we might type T-H-R-U. It's just a short way to say, it's an informal way of saying through.
好，就是一个缩写 through 这个字比较长嘛，所以你也知道外国人有时候很懒的，所以他就把它缩写了，每个字都可以缩写。好。
Others operate as an independent business within a host restaurant by sharing the restaurant's kitchen during work hours.
刚才前面用了 some， 就是这些 some ghost kitchens， 接下来用了 others， 别忘了一定要加 s， 就是指这些 other ghost kitchens。他们同时呢，也是主要的这个他们的就是服务的这个人员呢，就是指呢 operate， 就是他们经营的方式是利用这种什么样的一个方式呢 ？Independent business， 就是它是一种。寄生在人家的餐厅里面的，好，这种独立的一个事业。那这个事业呢是 within a host restaurant， 就主要他们有一个餐厅，然后他们是寄生在这个餐厅里面，然后借由什么样的方式呢 ？by 后面接 ing，sharing 就是大家一起呢来做这个分享的一个动作，一起共用好这个餐厅的 kitchen， 然后呢是在这个尤其是在 work hours， 在这个上班时间。
It kind of makes it sound like a ghost kitchen's like a parasite. Parasite, 寄生虫. All right. So this sentence might seem a little bit long, but if you break it down, it's not that difficult. So others, like the other ghost restaurants, they operate as an independent business. So use that preposition word to say that they're using this model, okay, to run their business, okay? Where are they doing it? Within a host restaurant. How are they doing it? By sharing the restaurant's kitchen during work hours. Okay, so if you split it up like that, like ask yourself where, when, how, if you ask in that kind of way, the sentence won't seem so long.
Yeah.Okay. 就是一个很长的句子，同学要慢慢的开始。像同学你们常常在阅读我们的文章，你要知道这么长的句子，你要怎么样把它切断啊？那你在看句子的时候，你就比较了解它的意思了。
可以问自己什么时候在哪一个地方，然后这样慢慢的去解释。而且很多次在那些的不同的分段是用介系词来介绍，不是每一次，但是很多次是这样。Okay. Finally, some companies like Panda Selected, for example, rent out large kitchens to several different food services.
好，他刚才前面介绍了某一些，还有另外又有一些，接下来他最后又介绍了一种呢，他举的这个例子呢，就是像 Panda Selected 这样的一个公司呢，就是这个熊猫新厨这样的一个公司。他说像这类的公司呢 ，for example， 他把它放在中间，就是一个插入的句型，然后它是主要是出租一些，就是去租一些这个 large kitchens 比较大型的这个厨房，那它的目的是什么呢？为了就是要给这些 several different food services， 为了就是要提供给这些其他一些不同的这个外送的这个服务。
Right, so here pay attention to finally, this word. So it's being used because in the previous they were talking about different types of ghost kitchens. So some are simply small kitchens, others are independent businesses, and finally some companies. So it's a good transition word to show this is the last kind that we're going to be introduced to. Okay, so because a lot of my friends who are learning English, sometimes they don't know how to use those transition words to show that this is still part of the same idea, but it's like the last idea of what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so finally is a very good word to use in the beginning of the sentence of the last idea you're going to share of that whole idea. Okay, so finally, comma, some companies, and then it could just go on without the commas and just say the actual main sentence. Some companies rent out large kitchens, blah, blah, blah. But because that it wants to give an example, that's why there's comma, like Panda Selected, for example, comma. Okay, that, like Panda Selected, for example, that part is not essential to the main sentence, but it's just trying to add more information so that it can let the reader have an example so that's easier to understand what they're trying to say.
好，首先呢是讲到这个 finally 的用法，它是在一个段落里面呢，我们把它放在最后一个句子。那通常是我们在比如说写作的时候用条列式的这个方式 ，OK， 第一个怎么样，第二个怎么样，那最后怎么样了？所以同学在使用这些转折字的时候，可以特别去这个注意一下。然后再来呢，就是像为什么把这个 like Panda Selected for example 放在中间，然后打了双逗号。其实呢，它并不是主要子句的一个东西，但是它主要是在添加我要有一些多余的资讯要来说明的时候，就把它放成一个插入语，放在这个中间。
Right, so rent out, this verb is to 出租, okay? Large kitchens, 然后会加一个介系词 to 给谁, okay? So these companies, they're renting out large kitchens to these different food services. So pay attention to those prepositions, okay? One of these company offices might house a ghost kitchen that makes food for 10 or more restaurants.
好，那么 one of 同学别忘，它后面接的那个名词一定要是复数的、多数的名词。所以你看它这边说 these company offices， 所以它这边加了 s， 就是其中呢，我们看到有一类这样子的一种公司的公司里面这种办公室呢，它里面可能呢就是会 house， 当然这边的 house 就不能够是当名词了，它这边就是当动词了。他说这样的东西呢，就是会它有设一间这样的幽灵厨房，好，然后这个厨房呢做什么用呢？后面又用了一个关系的这个子句来形容这个 ghost kitchen。它主要的这一个幽灵的厨房呢，是要制作 一些食物，可是他制作的食物是要给10家或者甚至超过10家的这些更多的餐馆来提供他们食物。
Right, and house as a verb, it's usually pronounced house. Okay, there's like a Z sound. Okay, that's the difference between the pronunciation. And why are there apostrophe quotation marks around the word offices? Because they're not really offices, okay, but they're just different little small parts of that company. So there's not an official term for these kinds of businesses yet. So they're still going to use the word offices because that's what most people are used to.
好，我们之所以用到这个双引号的，然后把这个 offices 放在引号里面呢，是并不是真正在讲我们一般上班商业里面的这种办公室，而是把他们的这个公司里面或者是他们的餐厅里面的某一个部分隔出来，特别做这种外送的服务。
Exactly. Let's take a short break. Many dream of opening a restaurant, but never get the chance.
像现在很多人都想要自己当老板，对不对？所以他说 many 就是很多人啦，很多人想要 dream of， 这边的 dream of 就是梦想，要去做一件事情。of 是介系词，所以后面当然是接 ing 的。他想要自己梦想着自己去开一间他的这个餐厅，可是呢，几乎上没有，从来就没有办法有这样的一个机会。
Right, so here a lot of people might be confused. How do we know we're talking about people? Okay, but a lot of times we just take out the word people. We go, many people dream of opening a restaurant, but take that out, it means the same thing. Many dream of opening a restaurant. But here, some people might be like, how do I know it's not talking about dreams?
Yeah.
Right? If it was talking about dreams, it would be many dreams. There would be an S at the end of dreams because that would mean 很多的梦, right? But here it's say 很多的人会做梦, okay? Many people dream of. So pay attention to that. A lot of times it goes with practice and listening to a lot of English or speaking English. Then you'll get used to taking out some words like people and knowing that it's supposed to be in the sentence, but you don't necessarily need to see it, okay? But it will have that meaning. So make sure when you dream of doing something, that verb that comes after of is the ing form.
对，所以刚刚 Stephen 老师讲的重点就是说，同学你多阅读，你自然会培养你的 comprehension， 你的理解力。那你就知道，你说你这个 many 到底是修饰 people 呢，还是在这边它可能是修饰那个 dream？ 可是你要知道，它如果修饰 dream 的话，那个 dream 一定要加 s。所以你多阅读的话，自然而然你就知道，哦，我要怎么样判断我的主词是谁，我的动词是谁。
Exactly. Compared to a traditional restaurant, ghost kitchens are cheaper and less risky.
好，他这边就讲了 compared to 就是与什么来相比较之下，前面省略了一个字叫 being， 他把它省略掉，这个叫分词构句。好了，在这样的分词构句里面，他就说了，如果你跟一些比较 traditional 就是传统的嘛，因为现在讲的这一些就是以前都没有这样的餐厅，所以他说如果你跟那些以前传统的这一些餐厅呢来相比较之下，你会发觉这一些幽灵式的厨房其实是它的还比较成本还比较这个低廉一点 cheaper， 而且呢，他还发觉他们的风险的，就是营运的这个风险还比较低一点。
Right, so compare to A, B are 怎么样怎么样. Okay, so that's the form that you use when you're comparing two things. Okay, so ghost kitchens are cheaper and less risky. Of course, if they had more 风险，如果是更有风险，你可以说 ghost kitchens are cheaper and riskier, right? But actually, it's the opposite. They're less risky. That's why cheaper and less risky 可以这样放在一起. All right. Those dreaming of running a restaurant now have a lower cost possibility.
好，那接下来呢？这个 those 就是 those 是什么东西了？又有人开始会问老师，这个 those 是什么？很多人就看到后面会忘记说，他要的这个主词主要是表示什么？一样就是那些人。刚才前面不是讲有一些人想要自己开这个餐厅吗？那还有那一些人，什么样的人呢？他后面就说明了，就是 dreaming of running a restaurant。所以后面他其实这个 dreaming 为什么加了 ing？ 他其实省略了，就是说 who dream 啊，他把这两个字变成了一个 dreaming。好。他说还有一些人他们也梦想自己想要这个经营一个餐厅，在现在的这个时候呢，现在呢他们就觉得不错哟，我现在如果要经营餐厅的话，我有一个比较 lower cost， 就是可以比较成本比较低的这样的一个可能性了。
Right, and running a restaurant is another way to say operating a restaurant, which we learned earlier.
对。
And here we also see dreaming of, and then the 动词 behind that is ing form. So 又看到一样这样的例子。
Yeah.
Okay, lower cost here being putting these two words together, it becomes an adjective, a lower cost possibility. All right? A lot of times we'll take two words, put them together. They're not usually adjectives, but putting them together makes it an adjective, a lower cost possibility. The opposite would be a higher cost possibility. Nobody wants that. One thing is for sure, expect to see more ghost kitchens over the next few years.
好，所以看同学，我们了解了上面的这些前面的这些状况，我们可以知道有一件事情我们是可以确定的啦，就是我们呢可以预期 expect to， 就是你可以预期到呢，我们会看到更多这样的幽灵的厨房呢，在怎么样接下来的这几年之中。
Perfectly said. All right, let's go into the review section.
Okay.
All right, so what does opportunity mean?
就叫机会。
And if it's an emerging business model, what is emerging?
就是出现了。
All right, growing, also another word for that. It's no longer available, no longer.
不在。
Right, 不是更长，不长, right? Okay. What is an independent business?
表示是独立的。
And the word house, if it's a verb form, it's house. And what does it mean?
在念 house 的时候是名词，同学都知道的房子。那么如果念 house 就当动词，表示容纳的意思。
And the last one, what does the adjective risky mean?
表示非常有风险的。
Don't do risky things.
No.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
第32页，先睹为快。餐饮服务的新潮流，幽灵厨房。
Ghost kitchens. In Asia, in the 21st century, food delivery services grow more popular day by day. Companies like Ele.me, Food Panda, and Demecan are becoming a part of daily life for many folks. More people are ordering out and eating in, a trend which is creating new opportunities. In the emerging business model, restaurants no longer need a place to serve customers. Enter the ghost kitchen, also called a virtual kitchen. This is a restaurant that only sells food through delivery services. There are a few types of ghost kitchens. Some are simply a small kitchen that only serves customers through delivery. Others operate as an independent business within a host restaurant by sharing the restaurant's kitchen during work hours. Finally, some companies, like Panda Selected, for example, rent out large kitchens to several different food services. One of these company offices might house a ghost kitchen that makes food for 10 or more restaurants. Many dream of opening a restaurant but never get the chance. Compared to a traditional restaurant, ghost kitchens are cheaper and less risky. Those dreaming of running a restaurant now have a lower cost possibility. One thing is for sure. Expect to see more ghost kitchens over the next few years.